Once upon a time, in a small, picturesque town nestled between rolling hills and fields of wildflowers, there was a forgotten garage that held a treasure trove of old cars. This garage, owned by an elderly man named Henry, was a time capsule filled with vintage roadsters from a bygone era. Henry had spent his entire life collecting and restoring these old cars. Each vehicle held a special place in his heart, and he knew their stories by heart. His most prized possession was a 1932 Ford Model B, a sleek black roadster with a rumble seat. He had lovingly restored it to its former glory, and it sparkled like a gem in the dimly lit garage. One sunny morning, a young woman named Emma moved to the town. She was an automotive enthusiast and had recently inherited her grandfather's old workshop. Emma had always dreamed of bringing old cars back to life and preserving their history. When she heard about Henry's collection, she couldn't resist paying him a visit. As she stepped into the garage, her eyes widened with wonder. Vintage roadsters lined the dusty floor, each one more beautiful than the last. She spotted the 1932 Ford Model B and felt an instant connection. Emma introduced herself to Henry, and they struck up a conversation about their shared passion for old cars. Henry, who had grown frail over the years, saw a spark of enthusiasm in Emma's eyes. He knew it was time to pass on his knowledge and legacy to the next generation. With a warm smile, he offered to mentor Emma in the art of restoring old cars. Over the next few months, Henry and Emma spent countless hours in the garage. Henry shared his wisdom, teaching Emma about engine restoration, bodywork, and the stories behind each car. Emma's dedication and love for the vintage roadsters blossomed, and she quickly became a skilled mechanic and restorer. One evening, as the sun dipped below the horizon, Emma and Henry stood side by side, admiring their latest project, a 1957 Chevrolet Bel Air convertible. It had been a labor of love, and the car gleamed in the fading light. Henry couldn't have been prouder of Emma's progress. As the years passed, the garage buzzed with activity. Emma and Henry continued their work, breathing new life into old cars. The town soon became known for its vintage car enthusiasts, and the garage became a gathering place for those who shared their passion. One day, as Emma was working on a 1965 Ford Mustang, she noticed Henry sitting quietly in a corner, his eyes filled with nostalgia. She walked over and asked him about the cherished memories he held. Henry began sharing stories of his youth, adventures he had with the vintage roadsters, and the people he had met along the way. As the evening turned into night, Henry's stories became a part of the garage's history, passed down through the generations. Emma realized that the old cars weren't just machines. They were time capsules filled with memories and stories waiting to be told. In the end, the garage that once held forgotten treasures had become a place of rejuvenation, a place where old cars found new life and where the love for automotive history was passed down from one enthusiast to another. Emma and Henry's journey with the vintage roadsters was a testament to the enduring beauty of old cars and the connections they forged between generations.